Hey guys, I'm here at the Jim and Molly shelter. It's really nice. I camped out here last night. It's kind of raining right now, but they have a solar shower through there. I actually used it a little bit. It was really cool. And they have flowers. They have a bear pole. They have the actual shelter. The privy's all the way over there. They have a covered picnic area. There's tent sites further up there. It's all really cool. It's a really nice shelter. And I think the trail maintainers were just here yesterday, so that's always really cool. But yeah, it's 7:37 right now. It is Monday the 17th, and we are going 18 miles today to Rod Hollow Shelter. Oh yeah, they even have horseshoes here too. You can see like by the bear pole. So, oh good, since yeah, they were like kind of all getting ready, so I didn't want to interrupt them. But yeah, so here's the shelter. We got Jim and Molly Denton Shelter. And yes, there's water just south of the shelter, like 100 yards. So that's initially where I got my water. But you can actually get water right out of the solar shower. How they have it like plumbed is really cool. So water's constantly flowing, it's not stagnant. So I would just get your water here. It's really awesome. I see a really good shelter, and it just started raining like an hour and a half ago at like 6. So I think it's gonna be raining all day too, which is kind of a bummer, but shouldn't be that hard of a day, honestly. So a little rain won't hurt. So I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, I'm here at Manassas Gap Shelter. It's raining. It's 10 o'clock right now, so just stopped for a little snack. But I gotta keep on going. Just gotta find the willpower to get out of here and get back out in the rain. So, as you can hear, it's kind of coming down, but I already got 5 miles down for the day. Really 5.5. So only have like 13 or so left, which is nice. Then we have another shelter about 4.5 miles, Dick's Dome Shelter. So we're probably gonna have lunch there. It's just a little bit more climbing to do, and then that's kind of the highest point for the day is between here and the next shelter. So anyways, I mean, if it's raining, I probably won't film a whole lot today. But yeah, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so I'm here in the state park. It is about 2 o'clock. I took about an hour lunch break at Dick's Dome Shelter, just because it was raining pretty heavy when I got there, and then after about 40 minutes or so it stopped. So yeah, right now it's really nice, and I only have probably about probably only like 7 or so miles left right now, which is awesome. And then also at Dick's Dome Shelter, they have a second shelter there now too, because the original was just like a geodetic thing. So it only sleeps 4. Then 100 yards down the way, there's another shelter which has 2 stories. So yeah. Oh, 6.6 miles left. There you go. And then 32.8 to Harper's Ferry. The psychological halfway point. Hey guys, so I'm leaving Rod Hollow Shelter, and it's still the Monday the 17th. It's just shy of 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna try and push a little bit. 1, I wasn't crazy about stopping. 2, when I got to the shelter, I wasn't crazy about it. 3, Fjord also went on. She's only like 30 or 40 minutes ahead of me. So I'm just gonna see if I can hit Bear's Den today. The only problem with that, if you know this section of the AT, you know that the only thing between me and Bear's Den, yeah, it's 10 miles, which is kind of a lot. Put me in getting in around 8 or 9. But there's also the roller coaster, which is a lot of ups and downs. Nothing too big or crazy, but it's just a lot to deal with. So there's a few situations that can happen now. I can make it all the way to Bear's Den by 9, which I guess is when they stop taking in people, it's possible, even at just my 2.5 mile pace, which I've been doing slightly better than that today. But I'm predicting the roller coaster to slow me down, so I should get in right around 9. Or I stay at the next shelter, which is just a mile or two before Bear's Den, and I just do a mile or two into Bear's Den tomorrow. But then that kind of feels like a wasted day, because I still have to do 20 the next day to get to Harper's Ferry. So if I don't make it to Bear's Den today, I'll probably just skip it. And then there's like a Appalachian Trail center, kind of between there and between the shelter and Harper's Ferry. So it would just be 2 10-mile days, which would be pretty good too. So we'll have to see what kind of happens, and we'll have to see how the roller coaster treats me. So also, I cracked my phone case, or my phone screen, which was very disappointing. So I don't know, I just don't like cracked screens. So, and I've never had, of all my big, touchscreen devices, starting with my iPod Touch and my first smartphone, and then I guess this smartphone. And I guess I've never, and then all my other, previous phones, I've never really had a cracked screen. And it just looks really annoying, so I don't know, it's just like, I was so bummed, and as I was putting my pack on too, I keep my phone in the side pocket, and I was just thinking to myself, this doesn't look like it's gonna stay in, as I was swinging my pack around my back, and sure enough, it starts to fall out, and it falls right onto like a pointed rock. So, I mean, it's still functional and everything, and I am going into DC here in like 2 days, so I'll be able to get it fixed, hopefully. It's kind of an older phone, but yeah, that's the plan, how it stands right now. But yeah, so if I can make it into Bear's Den too, then I can also either just do a 10-mile day tomorrow and stay at that Appalachian Center, or I can do a 20 and then take a 0 before I take a bunch of zeros in DC. So we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, it's all about how the roller coaster treats me, or if you're into positive thinking, it's how I treat the roller coaster. Something large off to the right. But yeah. And the weather the past few hours has been good. A little humid. And then the past, few miles, there's been a lot of little stream crossings with no clear indication of how to cross it. One of them you can kind of walk along the stream in the middle of it. So it's really weird. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, there's also a campsite in 3 miles. Ooh, slid a little. Oh, mud. Ugh. So we could just camp there, but again, then that just means a 7-mile day into Bear's Den tomorrow, and even with the shelter too, it would feel weird. So I think I'm just gonna shoot for Bear's Den. I'd like to say, even if you shoot for the moon, at least you land among the stars. So we're gonna apply that philosophy of that one poster that was in probably my 2nd or so grade classroom, and have some positive thinking. So, and if anything, this just helps us out. And if we do get to Bear's Den, it'll be our longest day yet, at 28 miles, I think. It's gonna suck if I do the math and it turns out not being the longest day. Yep. What else? That's really it. literally like a minute later, we reached the sign for it. I don't know if I'm this tall. I think we're good. All right. Here we go. Oh man. We'll see how this goes, y'all. Alright, this might take longer than I thought. I got the first descent of I think 13 done, and it's 5:18, so do we have some miles and elevation in store for us? This backside of it though is not too bad. Done with the second climb. It is 5:40. I did realize though, I think Barriston isn't all the way through the roller coaster, which is nice. I don't even think it's 13 things, I think it's 13 miles. So I have no idea how many hills I'm gonna climb. But yeah, so we're being gone for about 30 minutes. So we're probably just over like a mile and a half, if anything. So, yep, I'll check in with y'all later. Alright guys, top of climb number 3. It is 6:22. It took me about 20 minutes. I got to the bottom between these 2 and 3 at around 6. And doing the math, I did about just over 3 miles an hour. So that's actually a really good pace to get to the hostel at a really good time. So my only worry now is a lot of flip-floppers starting. So so I'm worried that they might be really filling up the hostel. But I still only seen like 1 or 2 a day, so shouldn't be too worried about it really. So anyways, I'll check in with y'all at the top of the next one. Hey guys, we're on top of the 4th or 5th climb, depending on how you want to define them. It is 6:50 right now. There's definitely a nice view behind me. And it's nice seeing all the green trees coming in too. So anyways, at 7 o'clock I'll probably, whenever I get to the next kind of recognizable spot. Oh, there's a nice campsite right there. I just saw a guy like quarter mile back who told me up here there'd be a good site. So yeah, when I get to a distinguishable marker, I'll kind of see where I'm at mileage wise. Hopefully I can continue that 3 mile per hour pace. And then apparently Fjord's just like 20 minutes ahead of me. But I think he said she's going to the shelter, where I don't really know if I have plans to do that. If I can make my biggest day so far be through the roller coaster, or ending in the roller coaster, I feel like that's a pretty good accomplishment. And my first big day was my first big day. Me and Blue, that's what we called it, the big day. We did 20 miles, and that was over Klingman's Dome. So that was cool. And that was one of the nights I stayed with Early Riser, and we actually wound up doing more miles than him that day. So that was kind of really cool, because if you follow a lot of people on YouTube that are doing the trail this year, he does really big miles. So it was cool. My little claim to fame is at one point in time I was doing more. For one day I did more miles than him. Then my second big day was up to Roan High Knob Shelter, which is the highest shelter on the AT. Through waking up in a with snowfall too. So that was, through the snow, doing 25. So that's also kind of cool to have. And then my next biggest day was 27, 27. And that was from, I think, Midday shelter. And that was going, through through Dragon's Tooth on a weekend. The first weekend of spring break, nonetheless. which means it's just crowded with people, so you can't hike as fast. And then I also hiked over McAfee Knob that day too, or McAfee Knob that day. So it just kind of seems whenever I do these big days, it's always kind of with some sort of kind of popular trail feature. So I don't know, maybe I just like pain and misery, which I could explain why I'm doing this trail. But on the other hand, it is also very rewarding. Doing a big day over a section that's supposed to be challenging is a lot more rewarding than doing a big day over a really flat section, in my opinion. So that's me rambling on a little bit. But so yeah, if I can do 28-ish, through the roller coaster, I'd feel pretty good about that. Although that 27-mile day, I will say, I also walked a mile and a half into Catawba. So it was really, all true miles. There's a few more than 27. Then I got to hitch out, so I didn't do the mile and a half out. But yeah. But I think we'll make it. I'm feeling really good about this. So, guys, look at this. I can't believe it. It is 7:23 on April the 17th. Man, that's awesome. Alright guys, we're in the climb above the last shelter, sawmill or sawtooth or something like that. 7:45 right now. Losing light. Not too worried though, we still kind of have residual light for about 45 minutes. And that's pretty much about how long it's going to take. So, that last climb was kind of rough. There's like 2 false summits. So it's always kind of a little mind trick. But I learned to deal with those pretty early on the AT because they're pretty prevalent. So, I didn't check to see if Fjord was at the last shelter, so I just kind of blew by it. So, ain't got time for that. So, but anyway, she only has 3 miles. If she did stay, she only has 3 miles to make it to Bearsden tomorrow. So, whew. Yep, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, we're still on the climb up. I think this is like the second to last ridge or the last ridge. But we have an awesome sunset behind me. So pink. It's been a really colorful day today. It's been awesome. And we have a crazy climb for one of the last ones. Oh man. Oh. Alright guys, it's about 8:20. Just pulled out my headlight about 10 minutes or 5 minutes ago. I do see some lights off to the left. I'm not sure what direction Bearsden is in, but hopes I'm getting kind of close. So, hiking at night. It's not even really night, but can't help but bring up the SpongeBob episode where they have to work at night. If you don't know me in real life, I'm really just a bunch of like SpongeBob references. Okay, we just had a blaze. So just follow these rocks for a little bit. There we go. Alright, well, I need both trekking poles. Alright guys, I made it. 8:46. a little bit later than I was projecting, but made it nonetheless before 9. So, works for me. Gotta figure out how long this trail is to get there. But yeah, so I'll check in with y'all tomorrow. Guys, so this is Bear's Den Hostel. This is one of a few bunk rooms. This is just the one they have that's open right now, while there's not as many people. So I'm just gonna film the downstairs part. That door right there leads to the washing machines and the stairs that go upstairs to the kitchen. That's where I slept last night because it was close to an outlet. Computer, I don't think it's plugged into the internet. So there's this little hallway here. And then this is kind of like the main part of the bunk room. They have a fridge with sodas in it, 50 cents each, microwave. Then they have 6 more bunks in here. They have a really good information board. This is where I'm going today. Just 10 miles away. And then TV with some DVDs and the bathroom. They also have linens kind of back there. And then there's the door you come in after hours. So this hostel is kind of different, where you check in between 5 and 9. Anything after hours, you come around back, and you'll come through that door and just kind of chill out. And the door to the main house is locked whenever the overseer is not here. So yeah, really great hostel. They have the hiker special, which is right there. So bunk, shower, soda, pizza, and ice cream and laundry for $30, which is great. Considering just the bunk, shower, and laundry at most hostels will charge you around $25 for that, and you get the pizza, the soda, and the ice cream for just $5 more, basically. So yeah, really awesome place. I'll film the outside too. I came in at night, so I don't even know what some of the outside looks like. But yeah, really awesome place. And the guy that oversees it, he's a really cool guy too. So anyways, just a little look at part of Bear's Den.